All right. Hello, hello. We are here for Real Life with T. And I'm so excited tonight to talk to you a little bit about a couple of different things because I really am here to serve mainly women who are mainly probably 35, 40, 45, 50 and up. Okay. And as you know, mainly in the realm of fashion and style. So I hope that you will check out my YouTube video and blog that I just posted today, just published today about little black dresses. The video is about different ways to wear your little black dress so that it gets more use. And then the blog is literally kind of the history of the little black dress. But that's not what we're going to talk about tonight. So if you're logging in and you're here, please say hello in the comments. And I am actually going to wait to comment or acknowledge those comments so that I don't lose my chain of thought. I am easily distracted by comments. So please don't think I'm ignoring you. If you ask a question, I'll go back afterwards and answer any questions or post any links in the comments or whatever that you need. But so that was, oh, by the way, this is Tina Schwan. And I am your personal stylist and friend that kind of knows stuff about stuff. And so that's what I wanted to talk about tonight a little bit. So, yes, I normally talk about fashion and style, and I love fashion and style, and I'm always want to talk ad nauseum about that. But tonight, I want to talk a little bit more about some technology stuff because I was having a conversation with two of my besties, probably my two very best friends from high school the other night. We went for dinner and a little glass of wine, and we were talking about, just catching up basically because we haven't seen each other a lot over the winter and so on. So we were catching up, and I said, hey, have you guys heard about this thing called ChatGPT? And neither one of them had heard of it because they don't have need to hear about it, right? But because one is a teacher that's retiring, and she's probably going to start out on doing some of her own entrepreneurial endeavors as well, and so she will want to know about it. And the other one really is a very, very busy grandmother who takes a lot of care of a lot of her grandkids very often, so she's probably not, it's not on her radar, and it's not on probably a lot of people's radar unless you're in the business space or you happen to use it for one reason or another. I know about it just because I am an entrepreneur. I've been studying a lot about social media marketing and, YouTube videos and all of those kind of things that have to do with my business. And so ChatGPT, and I'm going to talk about what it is in just a moment, is something that's a really hot topic in that space. So that's what I was going to talk about tonight, just to kind of introduce it to you. And I put together this presentation for, I was on another person's Facebook and YouTube live this afternoon as I got to thinking about what am I going to do for my Real Life with T live, which normally I kind of recap what I've done with my style stuff. I thought, you know what, I'm going to actually broach this subject with you so that you at least are introduced to it. If it's something you already know about and you're using, this might not be that useful for you and you can log off. Because there's certainly a lot of people that know more about this than I do. Most certainly, I do not claim to be an expert, but I do use ChatGPT, which is artificial intelligence, quite often in my business to help me with captions for social media posts, to help me gather ideas for my blog and my video ideas just for content purposes, figuring out what I'm going to say, how I'm going to outline it, those kind of things. So I'm going to go through a little presentation for you real quick, and then I'm going to do a little demo for you of ChatGPT so you can kind of see what it is. It's a free thing. So let me pull up, I'm going to share my screen without further ado and just show you a little bit of what ChatGPT is. Okay, so I'm going to present, share screen. Sorry, I always have to talk my way through this. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to share this with you. Okay, so ChatGPT, how to use, and this is, like I said, I did this for business purposes, but you could use this for personal things, whatever you desire to use it for. Heck, you could have it help you write your holiday letter or your family newsletter, or get recipes from it. I mean, there's all different ways you can use this, but for the purposes of what I created this for, it was to help your business. Okay, but just know that you can use this in other ways. So kind of translate into what you're thinking about, whatever's in your head that you might use it for. Okay, so ChatGPT is by a company called OpenAI, and the website is ChatGPT.ai or something like that. I'll show it to you in just a moment. I just realized I don't think oh yeah, I do have it up. Okay. And it is free. There is a paid version. However, I use the free version and it's very robust. It has plenty of stuff on it. I have never wanted for anything. I don't know exactly what the paid version offers in addition, other than the fact that the data that goes into ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, I liken it to if you went out to Google and you Googled a subject, whatever it was, let's say healthy recipes that are low carb. Let's just go with that. Okay. So low carb recipes that are healthy or whatever. And you Googled it, it would bring up several different things. We all know what that looks like. With ChatGPT, and you'll see this in a moment when I do the demo, what it does is it doesn't show you the different websites. It's not a search engine. What it does is it goes out to the internet and it is populated with all of the data on the internet through the end of 2021. Okay. So it will go out, grab that data, and literally within seconds give you some recipes. So we're going to try it out. I'm doing this live. So hopefully it will work. Okay. But that's basically, so it compiles all of that information together and then it spits it out, and it happens like, I'm not kidding, in seconds. You'll see it in just a little bit. So anyway, but you can sign up for free. It will have you create an account. The reason that it does that is because it will remember your conversations with it. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that. It'll start to make more sense if this is brand new to you and you're like, what the heck are you talking about, Tina? All right, so let's move on to the next thing. All right, so prompts. I used to be in the IT space, oddly enough, and I was a project manager for IT projects. So I worked with a lot of computer programmers, very intelligent humans, and went much smarter than me. And I was sort of the project manager for projects for companies like Gallup and Connexa and Experian and those kind of companies that I worked for. And what would happen was I was kind of the client-facing person that would then translate what the really smart computer programmers and statisticians and so on were doing behind the scenes for my clients, right? So, but what a computer programmer will tell you is that if you put junk into the program, you're going to get junk out on the back end. It's similar to that with ChatGPT. So what you have is a chat window, just like if you, and you're probably already used to chatting with bots and you don't even know it. If there's a live chat on a website that you are familiar with, or if you're talking to your quote unquote personal banker online or something like that, it's possible that that is artificial intelligence and you're talking to a robot. So you've probably done this before and not even known it. But anyway, if you put in a very, very basic query or prompt for your ChatGPT chat, you're going to probably get something that sounds very generic and maybe robotic on the back end. side. So if you were writing, let's skip the recipes for now. And let's say you were writing an email to a business colleague and you wanted it to sound like you, okay, then you would have to kind of give ChatGPT some idea of how you sound. So you would type into ChatGPT, I would like your help on crafting an email for introducing myself to this new colleague. I want it to sound like myself. What should I ask you in order to get it to sound like me? Then it would give you a list of questions that you should ask it. And then along the way, it's going to be analyzing your writing style. And then it will then put out something that does sound like you after it's gotten to know you a little bit better. And then the next time you go in, it's going to have retained that knowledge, basically. A little creepy, yes. Yes, I'm gonna own up to that. A little creepy, yes. So hopefully this is all good, but I know there'll be people that will not use it, and that's their own decision. For me, I'm a one-woman show in my business. I do not have a virtual assistant or any sort of assistant, and so this is very time saving for me to have it help me with things like my blog posts and my emails and my texting and all of the above. Okay. So anyway, junk in, junk out, learn how to write prompts. It's not rocket science. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So that's that. Okay. Next, saving time. Now this again was business oriented, but you can save time with social media posts. You could even do this for your own social media posts. So let's say you don't know what you have a cute picture of graduation. You want to do a catchy little post for it, but you just can't figure out what to say. You don't want it to sound stupid, but you want to, and maybe you want to include some emojis or something like that. You can ask it to do that. So that's one thing. You can do captioning with it. If you were in business and you were doing social media marketing, you can have it create a content calendar. You probably could have it create, a kid's summer activity calendar for you with things to do at home, arts and crafts maybe, or something like that. I bet you $1 million you could have it do that. You could probably have it do a chore calendar for your kids. Wouldn't they love that? Or something like that. So this can apply to many, many different realms, not just the business realm. And then simplifying blog posts or YouTube video scripts. So if, again, this is more to do with business, but it can help you with writing of any type. I've had it put together like basic scripts for me for my videos, even though I don't use a script, but I like to have something written out and I look at it and then I just go. So, but that kind of helps me know bullet points. And so I'm not just winging it like I am right now. But anyway, sorry about that. I generally wing it. If you've been around for any amount of time and watched me on YouTube or on my lives in my group here or, on my Facebook business page, you know that I don't write a script. That would be impossible to do that. So anyway, but you can definitely use it for that. All right. And then you can also use it in business for email campaigns, texting campaigns, things like that as well. I'm not going to go into that, but definitely helpful for that. So for you guys that are just kind of general users, potentially, if you're not in the business space or entrepreneurial space, a lot of what is in this particular presentation probably doesn't apply to you, but I guess you've gotten the message that you can definitely transfer this knowledge over into your life and however it would apply to you, right? So you can use it in, reducing your time and effort for whatever you need to do, okay? Just like Google has reduced our time a lot, and Pinterest and things like that when we're looking for information, and even YouTube. Anytime I want to learn something, I go to YouTube and then it helps me learn it. It saves so much time. So there's so many great tools. This is just another tool in your tool belt to help you save time when you're trying to figure something out, right? Remember the prompt thing. So ask it good prompts and you'll get good information out. Start small. Just do something really simple. Excuse me. And then you can kind of build from there if you want to. And then don't worry so much. I don't think I'm not that worried about AI, artificial intelligence. It's been around for years, honestly. Like my example of, the banking chat or whatever chat it is on a website, that's been around for years. There's things where, you can try on your glasses, and that is all artificial intelligence that's taking your your face and telling you what shape of glasses you need, or even Lashify, the false lashes that I wear. They have the same technology. You can basically hold it up to your face and it will tell you how much room and what length of lashes you can have. All of that is driven by artificial intelligence. So if you think you're not using it, unless you don't have a computer and you don't have a phone, then you're probably not watching this. But it is happening all around you. And so this is probably maybe good information or insight for you as well. So good luck with using it. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to go back and stop sharing this for a second. Let me see if I can maneuver this. There we are. There we are. Now I'm going to share again, but I'm going to go back in and share my ChatGPT, the actual website screen. And we're going to do a little practice with this. Okay, so here we go. So I want to create a new chat. And this shows you all along the side. Obviously, I use this quite a bit. So this keeps my old chats, my old conversations out here. Now, I have a plugin in here. This is a little bit different screen. I'm not sure if I can turn that off. So I'm going to leave it on, but just know that yours would look a little bit different. It would not have all of this information up here at the top. Let's see. Oh, there. Cancel that. Okay. Okay. So let's do our kids summer fun list. Okay. Can you help me to create a summer activity schedule for my kids? And then, of course, right, if I just put that, it's not going to be enough information. So I have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. I'm making this up, obviously, who are 6, 8, and 10, respectively. I would like a mixture of inside and outside activities that we can do at home. So let's see what it says. All right, so look at that. It instantly spits stuff out. I mean, I'm always amazed at how quickly it will go. And wow, it's doing a couple of weeks worth. Okay. All right. So here's what it says. Let me just read through this really quick. It says, and I'm talking to the bot, and of course the bot and I, we're friends. So anyway, of course, I'd be happy to help you create a summer activity schedule for your kids. Here's a sample schedule with a mix of indoor and outdoor activities. And then it has 2 weeks worth. Week 1, Monday morning, outdoor scavenger hunt in the backyard or local park. And 2, afternoon, arts and crafts center where the kids can make summer themed decorations or create their own artwork. Tuesday morning, trip to the local library for story time or to borrow some books. excuse me. And afternoon, build a fort using blankets or pillows inside the house and pillows, excuse me. Wednesday morning, bike ride or walk around the neighborhood. Afternoon, movie marathon with popcorn and snacks. Thursday morning, visit a nearby museum or science center. Afternoon, have a water balloon fight in the backyard. Friday morning, have a picnic at a nearby park or in the backyard. Afternoon, set up a lemonade stand and let the kids sell lemonade to neighbors or family members. And then it goes on to week 2. Okay. So, yeah. And if you're not super happy with what it came up with, you can click this button here, regenerate response. Okay. And then you can go on from there. Like I could say, I would prefer all activities to be at home. And I usually put a thank you. Anyway, we're going to let it be. Okay, so then it's going to say, certainly, here's a revised one. Okay, so so then it just kind of switched it up. And as you can see, it reused some of the answers, but none of them are now going outside the house. Okay, so they have the build a blanket fort on Monday morning, and then in the afternoon, a scavenger hunt. In the morning on Tuesday, set up arts and crafts, and then the movie marathon. On Wednesday morning, themed dress up day. How fun. Organize a family game tournament with board games in the afternoon. Thursday, set up an indoor camping experience. And in the afternoon, bake cookies or cupcakes together. Friday morning, have a DIY science experiment with sample projects. Afternoon, create a family photo album or scrapbook with printed pictures and memories, and so on and so forth. All right. So isn't that cool? Like you can totally like do just about anything with that. And I can tell you too that I did probably, not even kidding, like a month worth of work the other night in 2 hours on ChatGPT with creating social media posts. And then I go out to Canva, which is a graphics website, and create my graphics. But I can also use they have also some AI built into theirs. Their platform as well is fueled by AI. So it's such a helpful tool. I can just see all kinds of different uses as I was doing this presentation for you guys. So I'd be anxious to hear down in the chat what you think you might use it for, and what your thoughts are. Just basically, what are your thoughts about it? Because it's so new, and not, like I said, it's not so new, but I guess it just hasn't been super open to the public until now. And now I think once people are realizing it's out there, they are using it for other things. But I think the downside, some of the dangers are, of course, privacy issues. I think that's probably the biggest issue, is privacy issues. But also, I think if kids find out about this, and they already know because they know everything before we know, then it's going to be really tough, I think, on teachers to really figure out if the kid just did their own homework or if they went out to ChatGPT and had ChatGPT write their paper for them. Because literally there's a prompt where you can have ChatGPT write a book for you in one prompt. So that's a little scary. I as a former teacher, that would worry me a little bit because, are they really learning, and are they just using this for, because, kiddos are smart about that kind of stuff, the technology stuff. So anyway, I'm interested in the comments. Let's have a little discussion about it. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. And if you like getting a little bit more info about technology because of all the stuff I learned, I am such a teacher. Like, I love sharing information with people. And I find that a lot of people our age, in their 40s and 50s and beyond, are really a little bit scared and apprehensive about technology. And so if that's you and you'd like to learn more, let me know and tell me what you'd like to learn about, and I'll see if I know. If I don't know, I can probably point you in the right direction. So anyway, I hope you're having a great night. I hope this was okay that we kind of veered off of our normal style and fashion and all that stuff. But this is just it's kind of a fun passion for me right now. And I thought I'd share it with you guys. So anyway, take care, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And yeah, God bless.